Hello everyone, what's going on? My name's HydroxideAnt, and this is episode 185 in background noise. You know, every now and then you gotta come in really loud with the intro, just so, like, when other people are talking, I'm way above them, so...
Well, that's because you fucking surprised us with the start.
You know, I kind of... Hey, I said that it's gonna start in a few seconds, and then
that was actually one of the best warnings I've gotten.
Because normally I just say, why are there numbers on my screen? I don't understand, they're counting down, and then I
but, like,
start the podcast.
a few means at least 3, and you do that every week.
Yeah. Like, in all disclosure, for, like, 10 straight episodes, I went, like, I don't understand, there's numbers counting down on my screen, what do I do? And then I just, hey everyone, what's going on? Let's get right into it.
Rude boy.
Yeah. It's great, but no, I think we have a decent show lined up for us today. I'm excited for a reason no one will see. I have a new chair, and it's spinny.
Is it a fidget spinner chair?
It's not a fidget spinner chair! Oh my god, no!
They're just giant fidget spinners, and you just go...
Oh, no. This is Kyle. No, Kyle. No. Oh, man. Yeah, but no, we got a few things cool to talk about tonight. But first, I'm gonna introduce some people. Currently playing XCOM 2. We got Jordan.
Hi. I'm back.
How you do, bud?
Didn't know I still made those games.
Dude, that's back-to-back weeks, right? For you?
Yeah.
You were on last week, right? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Actually,
It was last week.
this one was released last year, and there's a major expansion coming out for it
This is
in
for XCOM?
August. Yeah.
Is XCOM 2 the new one?
Yeah, XCOM 2 is the
Okay.
newest one.
Gotcha. Because I know there was a... Are there other XCOM games that aren't, like, 1 and 2? Like, I feel like there are, because I feel like there's multiple. I could be wrong.
No, like
There was
Evolved?
there was the third-person
Could be
shooter that nobody
yeah.
talks about.
Is that Combat Evolved?
That's Halo.
Wait, I thought there was an XCOM Combat Evolved video game.
I could have sworn, dude. Nathan, I feel like you're right.
So
That-
Halo 1 was called Halo Combat Evolved. Just
Mandela Effect.
Alright, I'm Googling.
The third-person shooter is called the Bureau. XCOM Declassified.
Are you guys
Alright.
thinking like SOCOM?
There's one called... Oh, no, there are tons of XCOM games. What do you guys saw? There's Enemy Unknown.
Yeah, Enemy
Um,
Unknown, then the expansion Enemy Within, but that was the real big one back in 2012, and then the expansion came out in, what, 2014, I think? 2013, 2014?
I'm looking. There's something called The Bureau that came out in 2013. That's what
Yeah,
you're
the
talking
Bureau,
about?
the Bureau's the crappy
Third-person shooter. Yeah.
God.
But no, there have been a ton of XCOM games. Like, a lot. Like, the first
Yeah.
one was in 1995. It's called XCOM Terror from the Deep. I don't know what it's about. There was XCOM
Wait, no.
Apocalypse.
No, I think Terror from
That's
the Deep was
X-Men.
supposed to be like a...
It says XCOM, Kyle!
I don't think Terror from the Deep was the first game. I thought it was like a expansion or a...
I don't know, it's not the first game, but it's the first one that they give me a date for. Because I'm just on Google, and you know how they'll give you like the top like thing, and it'll list like movies or something. This is this listing of games, and it says XCOM like Alliance, XCOM Genesis before that.
I think the first one was XCOM UFO Defense. I think
That
was the very first
one.
That's no Space Invaders.
There's one that's in 1994. It's just called UFO Enemy Unknown. I guess that's XCOM because it's on this list. But
We also know your Googling is not the strongest because, I mean, you thought fucking God Save the Queen was our national anthem.
I didn't know that wasn't me. Someone answered
Yeah,
that.
you have to...
Yeah, Kyle, it said national anthem and then like royal anthem or something.
Man.
And I accepted it because it's one of the two things that was listed in front of me. And you guys were destroying them by a ton. I even rigged a lot of rounds to their favor after, and they still lost.
Yeah.
We'll have to have more Canada versus US games eventually, but
But we're winning.
Yeah, you guys are up 2-1 in the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Pretty
just
sure
leave
it's
it there.
BO3, dude. Yep.
It could be a BO3, but you never know. One day I might just bring it up again without telling you guys.
That doesn't make sense then.
The US in what game?
Exhibition match, okay? It won't even count. It's fine.
It's like a best of 12, actually.
What has to be an odd number? No.
I mean, unless you guys win them all.
We'll just tie at 12.
Yeah, you guys tie 6-6, right?
Oh.
And then we'll go into a sudden death
Overtime.
tiebreaker. Yeah. And then, well, that tiebreaker will be best of 2. And then you guys would tie that tiebreaker. No, but this thing
No
is
one's
so...
ever done that in the history of Dota.
No one's ever done that in the history of the Canada versus US games. Except that we did.
Oh.
Dude, speaking of esports, I'm gonna get this out of the way so people don't have to listen to it. What this CS:GO major is so fucked. Like, all of the good teams were eliminated so early.
Who's left?
The finals is Gambit versus Immortals.
Wait, Gambit actually beat Astralis?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Gambit's pretty good right now, but so I guess Immortals.
I just didn't think they'd be able to beat Astralis.
No, I mean, Gambit's just next level right now, dude. But FaZe went out 0-3 in the Swiss format system, and then SK and Astralis had to face each other in the semifinals. That was dumb.
Huh.
So that should have been the final, to be honest. But what can you do?
I thought it was. I stopped watching.
It should have
And then
been.
noticed
I
it
mean,
was on today.
yeah.
I was like, oh.
everyone
this
thought
is
who
still
would have
going.
won that game was going to win the major, but Gambit stopped them.
Surprise, motherfuckers.
Apparently, dude. But something I just realized, I got derailed on
Oh, introduction.
introductions because we were talking to Jordan and then we just derailed into XCOM, and I just went to a topic.
And then Kyle was just like, no, that's Halo. No, that's Space Invaders.
Well, I was right, okay?
I think he said Galactica at some point. I don't.
I didn't, but I will.
Oh, and then he was like, no, that's X-Man.
Oh, he did say that one. Yeah, that one is true. Because there was one called XCOM Apocalypse, but there also is an X-Men Apocalypse too. So.
Yeah. And Halo Combat Evolved, and you said the mothership killing thing, so I was like, that's Space Invaders.
What about the one that you said was like Dig Dug?
This is a 2D platformer shooting game. That's Contra. And
What about the Pac-Man one?
yep, that's maybe Mrs. Pac-Man, you know.
Dude, Mrs. Pac-Man, cool game.
Yeah, don't want to be sexist. WPC over here has to be Mrs. Pac-Man. Can't be Mr. because it's sexist if he's Mr. or something.
Maybe is that why they did it? I don't know.
No, it's not. It was the 80s. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, did they care back then, really? Anyways, hi Kyle.
Single shit. Hi. That's the perfect introduction for me, by the way.
Yeah, you know, I can't think of something that sums you up as a person more.
Yeah.
But you know, how you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing
Had some haters and had a burger earlier, and yeah,
now you're here.
I'm here.
Wow, what a day!
Had the pupper all day too.
Oh, that's actually a
But for
good day
doggo
now.
and pupper at the same time, that just came out as puppo, and that's not.
It's like
that's not a
I
thing.
pictured like a hippo that looks like a puppy. This isn't
That's
that
fair.
big.
It's a house hippo, okay?
Yeah.
If you Google that, that was on a Canadian commercial.
It was on what? What's it called?
The house hippo. It's one of those don't believe everything you see on TV things. Like there's literally a commercial for that in Canada.
The house. Whoa, it's so small.
Okay,
Because
I'll have to look
our
that up
government
now.
decides to tell us not to believe everything you see. So
Yeah,
it's,
well, cause okay, so on the house hippo thing, there's like a picture of like a gerbil, like in the Google
same
search.
size as the hippo.
Yeah, it's like wait, do you mean like a guinea pig or like a gerbil?
No,
Like
no, straight up a hippo. Did you find
Yeah,
it?
I do. I see like a hippo in someone's hand and like coming out of a bag or something. There's
Yeah.
what is a hippo
Bag.
like it's like a ball of paper on the ground and it's like hitting it.
It was the first link I found when I typed in House Hippo.
Well, I went immediately to images.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to watch the commercial right now.
That's fair. It's just a 1 minute thing, and it's,
Yeah.
it's funny. You just watch it after.
Yeah,
Because it's funny. It's really
great. This episode's brought to you by House Hippo. We will put a hippo inside your house today, or your house inside a hippo, whichever you prefer.
What?
Yes.
You know, where
That's a
you,
perfectly legitimate way to, There's Nathan over here.
yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with putting someone's house inside a hippo if they really want it. So, we just take the hippo, and so tell the hippo, this is a delicious snack. And the hippo's like, dude, that thing's bigger than me. And be like, I believe in
Hey,
you.
in the commercial, it's eating chippies.
It's eating what?
Chips.
Chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have a house hippo, to be honest. I probably would. They're kind of cute. So, anyways.
At that size, they are.
Yeah, no, normal
size.
size, yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is anything dog size can be cute.
That thing's like smaller than the cat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you shrunk most animals down to dog size, there's a shot I'd accept it as a pet.
That's fair.
Okay.
Like,
I'd have to use the word shrunk down too, because if you said like just was at doggo size, I'm like fucking cockroaches, terrifying motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, I said shrunk down too, Kyle. I chose my words carefully. I'll be honest, though.
I'd be terrified if I saw a chicken the size of a dog.
In Ant-Man, they make the it like into like a dog, basically, and that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
The little kid.
No, that's terrifying.
It was so cute, dude. It's like
terrifying.
I don't know. I was into it. It's like
It's
oh,
like 10 times its body weight. That thing is a monster.
dude. Imagine if like the little girl got bullied in school, she just sicks her pet ant on the guy.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying.
Then she's not gonna get bullied. She's gonna have a great
Someone's
childhood.
gonna mess with her.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
there's a movie about that. I don't know, man.
At least Nathan understands me.
I don't like the Kyle. B like suicided into my window today when I was driving, and like landed on my fucking lap, and I'm like, I was a champion and did not panic. But I was like, full on wanted to panic, really badly. But completed my destination as it was only like 2 blocks away.
Oh, you held out for a whole 2 blocks.
I flicked it off.
What a superhero.
I looked down, I flicked it off of me. It was a giant bee, fuck you. I don't like bugs.
I know, that's part of the whole, like,
Really don't
why I'm
like
laughing
bugs.
so hard. It's because
That's fair.
Kyle's, like... I don't know, like, talking to you, I would know that you were, like, bugs would be what you're afraid of, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Like, but now knowing Kyle, I know that, like, if I ever want to freak Kyle out, you just send, like, a butterfly.
Spiders, any kind of bugs. I don't even like, butterflies I'm, like, sketchy about. Like, I know they don't do shit, but fuck them if they come near me.
I
Like,
got my eye on you, fucker.
yeah, exactly. You can't trust those fuckers. What if it's all poison? You don't know that. Mothra was a thing, okay?
It's a moth!
Yeah, but I mean, they're almost butterflies. They're similar.
I need to be scared of butterflies because of Mothra. That was a moth,
Yes.
Kyle.
They're too similar, okay? They're too similar.
They are pretty close, to be honest. I can't really
fair.
tell you the difference between them.
Moths fly straight into fire and are smaller? Question mark?
They're usually also dark. Yeah, they are usually smaller and like darker.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Butterflies tend to be prettier and fuck off and do less shit, but like,
yeah.
still, got my eye on them. They can be pretty big sometimes.
Which one's the moths?
The butterflies.
They can be, but they're
Yeah.
just kind of like, look at me, I'm majestic and Kyle's running. Like, so I don't...
I'm getting the fire out. Like, that's happening. Burn the whole fucking place down. It's fine.
Dude, you would hate, like, I've been to, like, a butterfly garden before, Where
no.
it's
No,
a whole Licking Crow's greenhouse,
No.
and there's just tons of butterflies flying around, and they're all just kind of hanging out, and you're like, oh, cool, look at the butterflies, look at all the pretty. Oh wait,
Dude, I don't even like catching them in Animal Crossing, and the only reason I did it was because that was the only way to get rid of the fuckers.
Wait, Kyle. So you're also saying you don't like fake bugs too?
I don't like any bugs. The scariest Harry Potter movie was the second one.
Is it because of the
Oh, the spiders.
spiders?
Giant fucking spiders. I did not need to see that, really.
Oh, it's amazing.
But it didn't need to happen. It was enough to read it. I didn't need to see it, too.
What about the one where like Ron pictures a spider on rollerblades? Like, what'd that do to you?
Oh, I don't know if I'm expecting that up or I'm grumbling.
Yeah, I was just saying, I don't know if like you're remembering it, like.
That's just me grumbling. Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna move on down the list after a long discussion on Kyle's fears of bugs. To Nathan, how you doing, bud?
That's me.
That is you. You're the only Nathan.
That's true.
All
Good old
others,
Nathan Phil, yeah.
all others are. Oh, damn it! Why did he have to name another good Nathan?
There's actually a funny story about that. In English class last year, there was another. Well, he's a good friend of mine. But there's another Nathan, and so one day, someone was like, "Oh, we should give that role to Nathan," and like because we were reading a play.
Yeah.
And so they were like, "Oh, we should make sure we give a really good role to Nathan." And then everyone's like, "Well, which Nathan?" And so from that day on, I was referred to Nathan, and then my last name, and the other Nathan was just Nathan.
Get fucked, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, when there were two Anthonys, I was referred to as Tony.
I'm
I
pretty
always
sure I
call
was
you Tony though. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't ever call you Anthony.
True.
I think there's maybe one person I've ever heard call you Anthony.
Yeah. No. Fair.
And they're not allowed here anymore.
You know.
That's what
fair-
happens.
Yeah. You know, they called me Anthony, and then they just got. You know. So
Yeah, I'm like, nope, you're out.
that's because that's exactly how that happened.
Van Hammered.
It is.
Yeah. You know, here they are, and then like the way I'll give you like a mental image of this situation. Picture a gigantic hammer, like really big, really big, and then picture like a box, and then the box is just crushed by the hammer.
Why'd you have to use the word box, though?
It was just the first thing that came to
You're
mind.
saying you're gonna hit her in the box with a hammer.
No, that's not what he meant.
No, it was a real, it was a throwback. Nathan understood it. But I mean,
So I'm getting the wrong visual here.
yeah, and Kyle, I don't know why
Almost
you're giving
entirely.
like a.
I don't know if that's quite legal. Oh, every time everyone mentions Sony, I just,
I don't, and I don't, I just
naked.
still.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Can't help it.
I don't put my webcam on, so you never know what I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Ants are not mandatory for this event.
You don't need to know.
I'll say it
I
again.
want to know.
You didn't see anything.
Exactly.
Very serious. Exactly.
It's so
Shut
great.
your mouth, kid.
You know, so, alright, so I have a plan. Alright, my plan is we're gonna infiltrate Nathan's school.
Oh no.
And then we're basically gonna go up to other kid, hey, you. I want you to claim your name as a Nate. And
As a
just
Nate?
tell everyone to call you Nate from now on. And if it don't, I'll tell Kyle to do something. I don't know.
I'll beat them with my metal leg. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I just pictured the most beautiful combination of things. Kyle hits him with the metal leg, and Chris takes a pump and smashes him in the head.
So it's
Stabs him with a
basically
needle and
like
fucking kills him with insulin. Sorry, that's what I saw out of that.
I just pictured two disabled people recreating that scene from the one episode of Rick and Morty
Yeah.
Oh,
at the end.
I'm dying.
But instead of being built and beating the shit out of people, we're just like knocking them back and forth with our disability.
Oh no.
So that's my plan. And I think it's gonna go well. What's the worst that could happen?
My guild's already said that they're gonna try and make it to my graduation. I don't think I need any more people.
You're like, please no. Spare me.
When I walk up on stage, they're gonna shout, "For the Horde!"
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, that sounds great, but you might get shot.
Oh,
hold on a sec, guys.
that's cool. But oh man, that's beautiful. And now is Nathan, insert last name here. For the Horde! Expressing racist comment. From what? What did I?
No, me.
Something I said?
Nope. Did he get shot?
God damn it, guy.
Yeah, there's a
I was gonna
clear
ask about his
difference.
neighborhood, that's all, okay?
Oh yeah.
That's
Okay.
all I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
No,
uh-huh.
it's not like that. It's just real country down here.
They might hear for the
Yeah, but
Horde
say-
and not know what they're talking about. Say it's like some sort of voodoo
Or-
witchcraft kind of thing, and then
It's real country down there. They hear for the Horde and they know exactly what they're talking about, and they get shot faster.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah,
it's just a bunch
okay.
of alliance people.
Fucking nerds, bam!
nerd.
No, when you hear the For the Alliance attack is the problem. Then there's a brawl.
For King variant? Oh, wait.
Yeah, fuck that guy, he's dead.
Alright, rest in peace.
Whatever.
You can find his skull on the broken shore.
Good, I'm also refusing to believe that Tyrion's dead.
He died in 2 separate scenarios.
Refusing.
He's super dead.
Refusing to believe it.
Dude, he's double
He's
dead.
have you done the Retribution Paladin artifact weapon quest?
No,
So
I haven't.
he's so Tyrion's like imprisoned by this jailer,
Okay.
and so you get to the broken shore, and they're like, Tyrion, we found you, and then he's like, my strength fails me. Save Azeroth, heroes, and then he just dies.
What?
What the fuck? You got lasered to death and then dropped in a pool of acid. I jumped in
Exactly.
after him. Because I'm a man. And then it teleported me back because the game didn't want me to find his body.
Yeah.
Still, I tried. I went after him.
You gave your best effort.
I did.
Okay.
He saved me from the Lich King, okay? You know?
It's
Bro.
Yeah.
What
It
have I
took him
missed?
like 10 years to find his fucking
We're
button,
talking
but, you know.
about WoW things.
Oh god.
Because Nathan plays WoW and Kyle spent 12 years only playing WoW. I don't know if that's true, but I just felt like a good.
Not
That
about
was,
8,
that was
okay?
close, right? Like,
Game's been up for 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought it was older than that, actually.
We're in the
Alright.
middle of the 7th expansion.
Christ.
An expansion. Oh no, it's 6th one. Because
yeah, no.
there was 2 years
yeah.
for vanilla, and then there's 2 years for every expansion after.
Mhm. And Nathan's 100% right. 13 years because it came out in 2004.
Yeah, I honestly thought it came out earlier than that.
No.
Huh.
Because I can remember my cousin who's within a year of me playing that when he was a little kid. Or when we
I
were
don't think I
really
played it
young.
until like 08. I was like fucking 17. Sorry, I was a regular 17. I wasn't fucking yet. I was playing World of Warcraft.
Plays WoW, fucking pick one.
There's a reason why I quit WoW for a couple years. Anyway,
Just drowning.
Yep.
That's man. So face first.
And then we have Chris.
Oh no, I was
Yeah.
waiting. Okay, hold up, and we're 25 minutes in. Hi, Chris.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I was watching the clock, and I'm like, all right, it's gotta be
Actually?
at least 25 minutes in, and
We're
then
gonna,
I thought you
let
genuinely
Kyle stew
forgot.
a little
no,
bit longer.
no,
Okay.
no. It's to the point where unless like we don't have anything we're talking about, I wait as long. I like to do it before the first half hour, but like in my head, I'm like, all right, around 24 minutes if the topic dies. All right, and the topic went into like 24 until we mentioned that like, and I'm like, well, there it goes. So, hi, Chris.
Hello.
How am you,
Great.
dude?
I'm doing all right.
That's nice, man.
I'm sober and still wasting money on CS:GO skins like I attempted to do last night when I was intoxicated.
Oh, I remember hearing you do that.
Are you buying that AK?
You were doing.
I
well.
bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not going well. Yeah, I don't know if you remember it. You tried though.
Yeah, OP skins. Apparently, I've spent too much money on OP skins, and I have to submit proper documentation to prove I'm me in order to spend more money on OP skins.
That's a problem. You have a problem.
I've never put more than $20
I wish
at a
Valve did
time
that.
within a month on OP skins. So it's just been like not realizing that I've slowly been building up that amount over the course
Yeah,
of like
$20 like every 2 weeks for 5 years. But like, shit adds up, dude.
Yeah, well,
Anyways, you're sober.
I think I'm still under paying like $1 per hour in CS:GO on CS:GO related items, and therefore I think I'm okay. It's normally my
I think
benchmark for...
if it's per hour, I think I'm definitely like it's like a few cent, if that.
Yeah.
It might be. I might have hit the 0 mark now or whatever, if possible.
Yeah,
Because
right?
like I have too many hours.
You literally couldn't catch up spending
No,
money on,
like
on that game.
I
for
would
what
have
you've
to
got
buy
now.
a Dragon Lore.
Yeah, so I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near your hours, but I've got enough hours in the game that compared to some
I'm
other...
glad you know we're near my hours. It's for your own sake.
Yeah, but compared to other games that have been more of a disappointment or shorter lived, I'm comfortable buying some skins here and there for however much for the price of a game. I never buy games anyways, so don't look at my Steam inventory.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Everyone looks at his Steam
It's fine.
inventory. I'm seeing here that it says something quite
I'm actually
different.
gonna go do that right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually
I
on my
was
way
gonna
to look
say,
at
don't
it.
look at my Steam library, but I said inventory, which works out fine because I've got like 8 games sitting in my Steam inventory.
Oh,
Don't judge me.
I mean, I'm not judging, dude. I mean,
Let me know if you want any of them.
You have a unicorn sticker.
Yeah, I just got that.
And
It's a spray. It's not a sticker.
Oh my god.
Well,
Chris, I've just seen something that you did, and fuck you.
What?
Wait, what?
On your profile, I'm not gonna say what it is.
I have to go to my profile and figure this out.
I have a Windows.
Comments.
Oh. Comments.
He may have. I'm gonna say it now.
Yes.
Do you have to say it?
I
Yeah.
am me.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Chris finds that Chris is a good trader.
I promise, guys, I'm a
Okay.
good trader.
He may
Wow.
have or may not have cross-wrecked himself on it from another account.
That's kind of fucked up.
Okay, the reasoning for that was because you get more Steam leveling from commenting on someone else's profile, and I'm trying to
Yep.
make my totally not a Smurf account look not like a Smurf account.
Wait, button X-ray?
You do have a unicorn sticker.
I know. No, sticker, spray.
Oh, it's a
I was saying
spray?
sticker
That's
too,
a
but I
spray?
So I just bought the chicken spray, the unicorn spray,
Do it, Nitro.
the Swag 7 Heat, and the X-Ray and the AK-47 Orbit
Oh, you have a
MK1.
fuel injector Tech 9.
I didn't know you had a Nitro.
I bought that a while ago.
Why weren't you using the Nitro? Or were you? I just didn't notice.
The Nitro?
M4, yeah.
Because I used the A4.
Okay.
And before I was using, where's my A4? The Evil
Evil
Dynamo.
Dynamo, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. The X-Ray just had more purple on it, and that's my color, as we know, so... I saw it and I bought it, and then I found out
wait.
after I bought it that it has this sticker on it that says easy peasy lemon squeezy.
You have Orion Prelude 3 times.
Yeah, you want a copy of it?
I'm good, I'm just saying.
It was a 4-pack.
He has, yeah, you have Castle Crashers twice, you have...
Yeah, I gave one of the Castle Crashers away already.
You Payday the Heist. Oh, look at this. What is that?
Oh, nice doing dragons.
Thanks, Kyle.
You know what's an interesting site? I
What?
forget what it's called, but you go to it and it tells you how much your entire Steam library is worth if you bought all the games at regular price.
I don't like that site. It makes me sad. It's a stupid site. They need to take it down.
You wanna know what's annoying? I don't know if you guys are getting it. Maybe Chris and Kyle might. Do you guys get any of the those like random group invites for like CS:GO gambling accounts?
Daily.
I literally, yeah, I just got one. I literally have gotten 100 in the last week. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I've got like at least 50, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, so that, I mean, I guess my inventory's not worth as much, thanks guys. I've only gotten like, 6 in the last 2 weeks, but...
No, I mean,
your inventory is totally worth like probably more than mine. If I'm gonna be honest. You have a knife.
Anymore.
Okay, how much is an op Asimov worth?
25,
So like,
27.
2/3 of my knives?
Yeah, well, I have one Op Asimov, and then my next most expensive skin is it's probably my Blaze, which is $13.97.
Okay, I take that back. I have been spending a bit of money.
Yeah, you have, and your knife is worth my inventory basically.
What's the
Yeah,
inventory thing to see what it's worth?
That's library. I don't know what. There might be one for. There should be one for inventory, but I don't know what it's called.
Dude, it upsets me that I have a A1S Cyrex and I don't use it because I don't use A1S. But I have an A4 Asimov. How much is that worth? Hold up, that might
that's also
be.
probably not cheap.
That's 19 actually, so that's my second most.
Okay. There you go.
But the P250 is only like $3. There's also a P90 Asimov, but I have a StatTrak P90 from a really long time ago. It's worth $5. It's a Desert Warfare.
My inventory is worth €276. What the fuck that means in real life?
Mine's worth $156 US.
Where do you see that?
Because I don't have any CSGO items.
Could you link that site, Chris?
Yeah.
But my Steam library, that's another
Well, I
story.
mean, like that's my direct link to my one, but you can quickly change
Yeah, I
it
can
to
just
yours.
not use you. Steam ID. Is that we're on? Yes, that's me.
Yep.
$365.
Oh, I'm almost at $200 Canadian.
See, and that's like what I paid for my knife. My knife has come down so much in value. It's insane.
It's because knights usually have for the most part. Mine did when I had it, so.
Where's Cat on this fucking list?
What's my rust inventory worth, guys?
Oh yeah. See, mine's worth 166 now.
My rust inventory is worth $54 or $53.
Nice.
Let's see.
Why?
I'm
Never
at
played
like
that game.
458 Canadian. That feels better.
And what's CS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 166 American.
So like a whole $100 fucking difference. God damn it, $100 of this shitter.
Why do you have so many good... So much... Did you buy these?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That'll do it.
I didn't pay that for any of them. Apparently, Rust on OP skins is kind of underused, or was at the time, so they undervalued everything by like at least 25% less than it should be.
Oh, okay, yeah. And my inventory is slightly more than yours, so somehow, Chris. My ECS.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't know actually how though.
My Cyrex is worth a fucking less than half what I bought it for.
What did you buy it for?
It was like 10 now.
Okay, I have a field tested and it's like 7.
Mine's FT as well.
Okay, so it's just like 756, I think.
Yeah, and USD, I guess.
I need to figure out what I'm putting
you
that
put it in
chicken lover
games.
sticker on.
I can.
Yeah,
779. Yeah. Oh, that's why, Chris. Because I have so many more items.
Yep, that'll do it. That means a lot more than the actual value.
Because and this only shows items at a 14 cents. You know how many like 3-cent items I have? 100 easily.
Mine's showing my 4-cent thing, 6 cents. It's got a bunch of stuff on there.
Alright, maybe. Oh, why? If I hit show all, it does. Yeah.
I should.
It's not
equip
even
this
showing.
P250 sand dune.
Oh, okay. It says times when you have more than one of them.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so I have a lot of cases. I have 21 Falchion cases, 43 Operation Breakout cases.
I'm opening and equipping these sprays.
Alright, so I feel like that's enough of CS inventory talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't waste your money on CS inventories. For the love of God, just buy P250
We're currently
Fucking
doing
depressing.
a cool little podcast, our chicken meal. It's called Background Noise. We're just
Why
kind of hang out and
sandwiches?
talk. So,
it fits joke.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I thought there was a reason why.
Nope. Pretty sure he's mentioned that it's just like because he doesn't see a value in skins, which is true. There's no value in skins.
But he buys them all the time.
who does?
He just bought Fitz. He's a CS:GO YouTuber, funny moments guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know this.
His whole inventory is like 300 P250 sand dunes and nothing else.
Perfect.
No, he's got a knife and shit.
Yeah, he's got like he's got a couple things, but they're just like donation things.
Mm.
I knew a guy who like had the sand dune version of everything, and it was a lot more sand dune things than you'd expect.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
when I was looking up the Swag 7, there's a sand dune of the Swag 7, and it's actually like priced higher than like 10 or 12 Swag 7 skins.
Yeah, it's like it's not the worst, right? Like we just noticed sand dunes is like the worst, but
Yeah.
I'd look for whatever I could get in, like, every
single
gun that
thing?
every gun that you would use anyway, at least,
The
right?
perfect set.
But, like, Asimov's pretty good for that. Like, Asimov's got the M4, and it's got the op, and it's got the PT50, but, like...
Elite build, I went...
Yeah,
well,
Elite
I
build's
mean,
pretty good for that.
I'm about to replace my AK, which is kind of like the key, but I've got an Elite build op and an Elite build
okay, right?
P90.
I like
I have
your
P90 as well.
yeah, I like your op elite build a lot. The op elite builds are pretty cool. If I didn't have the
Why do you like
Asimov,
my Man of War? Fuck.
I think the op Elite
I don't know.
build is underpriced.
it is for sure. Remember when I said we were gonna stop talking about skins?
Yeah.
We just kept going. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, we'll wrap that up real fast. I think it is undervalued, to be fair, because it's really good. But anyways, to flip topics completely, to this is not a really funny topic or anything, guys. So I just wanted to talk about this real fast. I was a bit sad this week.
Mr. Bennington?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, Linkin Park was my favorite band as a kid. Honestly, I own all of their albums in some facet, and I know the words to like every song from their first 4 albums. and most of the fifth. And it's just sad, dude, that Chester was that bad in his life, because apparently people close to him knew that he was suffering from depression and stuff, but
Was he still singing for Stone Temple Pilots too?
He was at some point. I don't know.
That was a couple years ago. At least.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. He was singing Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He did a little bit of stuff with Soundgarden too, I think.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
He bounced around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Mike Shinoda also did a little bit of bouncing. He did like his own side project in Fort Minor. Like,
That's funny. Yeah, he had that one song that that people listen to and nothing else.
See, I liked quite a few songs off of that album, to be fair. But that's because I like Mike Shinoda, so that's why I listened to it. But anyways, we're talking about Chester Fast, and, you know, it's sad. I mean, I watched some recent interviews that he did, and, like, he seemed fine. Like, you would have never guessed that there was a problem, you know? But, you know, people hide that shit, so... Yet again, we've had this message on the podcast before. If you or anyone you know is feeling depressed, you got to reach out, and there are many places to reach out to. Like, every country has their own hotlines and everything, and, you know, just talk to someone if you're feeling that way.
That's probably the worst thing about it is, like, people will need help, and they could be in a room full of people who are willing to help and want to help them.
Yeah.
But they just don't see anyone.
And when you're that far gone into the whole of the... I just got another CSGO invite from, like, fucking...
Nice.
What timing? But...
I can go ahead and be a dick and say, don't be selfish, don't fucking do it, pussy.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
So, yeah. I mean, when I hear of someone who commits suicide, I go through all the thoughts, you know? Because that's how you deal with things. I go through anger at some points, because when the idea of killing yourself, it's like, it's just a very selfish act. Because as bad off as you are, everyone who ever knew you is in a worse
Just
place
going to be
because of it.
affected.
Yeah, there's not a way for... I'm not going to release names or anything on the podcast, but someone we know did that, and, like, that was just reminded me again, because someone from our old community back in the day asked me about it, and I had to talk to him about it for a while. And that kind of stuff will never go away. It's always going to be there. Yeah, so I go through, like, the anger thing, you know? Go through the anger thing, but then I feel really bad for the person that did it. Of course, I feel bad for, like, when referred to Chester, his wife and, like, kids, that one I feel really bad about. I feel bad for them and any of his family, all of his close friends. But I also feel bad for him, because it's like, in order to do that, you have to be really far gone mentally. Like, some people maybe not, or don't always align themselves to this kind of thinking, but depression is really a disease. And it's like, if you don't get treatment for it, it just gets worse. Or if you don't figure out some sort of outlet or something. But, you know, the main part of this little talk is, if anyone watching, you know, you're feeling down, there's always someone out there who's willing to help. And whether it's professional, or you go to a friend, or if you're younger, you can go to a parent, they will be happy you reached out to them. You know, they will be, because that means they get to keep you. So, you know, if you ever aren't feeling happy, just reach out. It helps. Anyways, we're going to move on. Unless anyone has something they want to say about that real fast.
The pills make you really fuzzy. I'm not big on them.
Oh, antidepressants or they're not good.
Yep.
They're they're like mood.
We had a
swings.
whole discussion,
Yeah.
like semester-long discussion about that my freshman year in what was it, Expos?
Mhm.
About how they get you through by basically just numbing you to everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Simply.
those.
You
are
don't
not
give
good.
a single fuck. It's nutty. Like, oh.
They're crazy, to be honest. It's
Yep.
because you just you go from feeling really horrible to not feeling. It's right, like, and it's like a weird trade-off that's not cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Most of what we were talking about is how the pharmaceutical companies push these drugs on places.
they do, dude, because all right, I'm not trying to take shots at like any psychiatrist or anything like that, but a lot of people, when you go see someone, they talk to you, then they give you a drug.
Yep.
And it's... This shouldn't always be like that. I don't think you should just be drugging everyone, but, you know, I'm not a professional, so what do I know?
My doctor kept trying to push narcotics on me, and I was like, no thanks, I need to be able to function.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I
one-
wouldn't be able to do it.
The one
Yeah.
thing that we were talking about is this one article that we read as part of the class, and it described how I think it was in like the 90s or something. All the pharma companies wanted to expand the antidepressant market into Japan, but their whole definition of depression was just like suffice it to say, it wasn't like we think of it here in like North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they actually systematically changed like the connotation of some of the words in the Japanese language to try and sell these drugs to people.
It's dumb.
That's fucked up.
That's really fucked.
Yeah. See if I could find the article somewhere. I'll link it to you later.
That's fucked, dude, to be completely honest.
Yeah, just to make a profit.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Like they actually changed an entire culture just so they can make money.
Not cool. Yeah, I know. None of that's cool stuff. But anyways, I feel like we should move to a lighter topic, if possible.
Yeah.
So, I forget, I think I might have been talking to Steve, or I'm not exactly sure who I was talking to, but someone brought up the idea of like a continent v continent battle. If all of the continents in the world, Antarctica loses because people aren't there.
Yeah.
Polar bears. Polar bears and sea lions, dude, they're
Penguins,
fun.
dude.
It's the people.
They got penguins.
It's a people. It's a battle between people. Which continent?
Antarctica would be the Switzerland
would
of this
win?
whole thing.
Everyone's fighting.
Completely
Like you
neutral.
have to.
Antarctica, because penguins. Penguins
Kyle, I
fucking
understand because they don't have people, they're disqualified.
But they have penguins. We don't see anything.
Don't even know what they are because it's just black and white.
Yeah.
You'll be confused.
Well,
Whoa, fuck.
alright, well, I'm gonna again say that I feel like you're
Wait, are there nukes involved, or
No,
is it like
well,
strictly?
straight up like
Is it just like a
warfare.
man-v-man thing?
straight
Or
up
is it
straight up like warfare of any kind, I guess.
Okay, well, guess who has fucking goddamn aircraft carriers? And unfortunately, I have to say you guys.
Well, no, well, North America would be.
We're a continent,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Kyle, you're with
But
you're
let's be
with us,
honest,
and so is Mexico.
You have nukes and we don't, and you have fucking aircraft carriers and no one else does. And I mean fucking aircraft carriers.
Okay, how about this then? Alright, we're gonna make it like a fisticuffs kind of thing, maybe. Like fights that
Okay.
brawl to the death between
Oh my-
every continent. Except
Russia.
Antarctica.
Asia.
Russia's not a continent!
Russians. They have Russians
I'm just
and
saying
they
that the
have-
Russians are gonna beat the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
They have Russians and they have Chinese people, and they're
That's
just
just-
fucking
well-
both nutty.
Well, it depends what continent
Asia.
you're considering Russia in.
Asia.
because a lot of
Asia?
people call it Eurasian, so
It's Asia.
it's half Europe, half Asia.
It's Asia. A lot of people. A lot of fucking idiots, okay?
Wait, no, it's referred to I mean, people who are smart, Kyle, refer to it as Eurasian because of it
dicks.
being part of both, really.
Europe's hardly even a continent.
Well, it is.
It's attached to Asia.
They don't call it Eurasia for nothing.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Alrighty.
Kyle loves to derail topics.
There's no water! Okay.
I mean, Kyle, there's a link all the
That's my
way
answer to
from
this.
us to South America. It's called Central
Asia is my answer to
America.
that. Yeah, but I mean, like, that doesn't barely count. It gets,
It's the
like,
same
real tiny.
fucking thing, Kyle. Don't even try
It
that.
gets real tiny. It's not even the same thing. Not even the same thing.
You can't have it one way, not the other.
I totally can.
Anyways,
Asia is the answer to this.
anyone else have a different opinion than Kyle?
Of course. Do I want to state it? Nope.
Could you please state it?
I'm kidding.
I'm just gonna fight you with numbers on that point, because then it's like, how many billions versus...
Honestly, like in my head, I feel like Africa has a good shot.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that.
As long as it's not a war of attrition.
It's a straight up fisticuff kind of thing, and
Yeah.
Mono.
yeah, and
Yeah, so
Africa's
1.26 billion. So yeah, 1.2 billion people in Africa. India has that many people by itself.
I didn't say
You know what I mean?
Africa was gonna
I'm just
win,
saying.
Kyle. I just said it's a worthy
thought you-
contender. Like, I think Australia kills the most people because an Australian person will take out like 50 of any other
Oh.
continent's people alone.
So if Australia's the home territory, so like if
Oh, everyone had to come to Australia?
Australia wins.
Australia's gonna win. It's so great. Dude, like, like, you'd see, like, about 15, like, Australians who've had a few drinks and they beat the rest of the world.
Actually, technically, Antarctica would have done it if they had to go to there.
Antarctica wins! There's no one alive, so technically, yeah. Everywhere else is like them now, so. No, I mean, like, Asia is the obvious answer because of just pure numbers, because none of them, there might not be so many great fighters or anything, but when you throw all of China anywhere,
Yeah.
Wait.
You have all of China, you have all of India, and you have fucking Russians. Like,
It's hard
that's
to beat.
billions of people and Russians who fight bears because reasons.
Oh,
Because
Wait a
alcohol, actually.
Yeah, vodka.
Ah.
That's fair.
Nathan had to
Guys.
wait a minute.
North
Okay.
America would win. We have Floyd Money Mayweather. He would just run everyone out of state.
He's right.
Because there's no judges to fucking see the fight for him, okay? You know what? That's fine.
Yeah, because it would have to go to a points decision in order for him to win, right? Like-
Exactly.
Speaking of Russia and bears, I saw a
Floyd Money
Like a
Mayweather
Instagram
box
video
a
the other
bear?
day.
What?
there's a bear just riding in a fucking sidecar. Like it was
Oh yeah.
That sounds amazing, but I
nonchalantly
haven't
just
seen
riding
it.
there. The person with the camera walks past. The bear literally just waves to the dude.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like,
It's great.
what is Russia?
Fantastic.
Wonderland.
It's
Fantastically
wonderland.
terrifying. It's like looking at the world after there was an apocalypse. You know?
Fair.
Hi, Daisy.
Oh man,
Oh, he got fucked.
it's like
By watching Swagger.
Fallout was a fun game. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm okay
Yeah,
with
America
it.
didn't really win that one, I don't think.
America? Well, no one won it, Kyle.
But I'm pretty sure they lost.
It was Fallout. Everything
Yeah.
got nuked, Kyle.
I hate humanity, so I think I won that
Would
one.
anyone have nuked Greenland? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm pretty sure in Fallout everyone got nuked, right? So
but why would you nuke Greenland? Like, what?
they didn't even have to nuke Greenland. It says to
Because they
nuke
still
somewhere
have
near
nukes.
Greenland, and they get fucked.
Yeah, nowhere's near Greenland. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. Well, I guess Iceland. But I mean, why would you nuke that too?
Well,
There's
what?
like 50 people
Yeah,
there.
It's great.
What if Greenland, Iceland nuked each
The other's
other?
a consolation prize.
I mean, to be fair, there have been no Fallout games outside of the U.S., so maybe we don't know.
No,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I said America lost, because I'm like, it's the only one we know got fucked. Like, for sure, right?
All right,
The
hold
fact
up.
that in
I
200
feel like
years,
that's not
none
true.
of the other countries tried to take over the destroyed America. That leads credence to the
We'd
fact that
want to.
everyone
You guys
got
had tornadoes and shit. Fuck that. Tornadoes and earthquakes and radiation everywhere? No thanks.
All right, because
Fun stuff. Builds character.
I have to look up the great. Okay, no, because we know for a fact that the U.S., China, and the Soviet Union were all nuked for Fallout.
Was it all three?
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's the.
Those were the major players in the in-game war.
Yeah,
That's
because it just
Operation Anchorage was even a
Not
fight
that
against the
guy,
Russians, right?
Say that again.
Wasn't Operation Anchorage even a fight? Supposed to be like a fight against the Russians?
Probably was. To be honest, I'm not exactly too sure.
There's a Fallout 3 expansion in Alaska.
Yeah, and basically they all nuke each other, which, if you think about it, that fucks most of the world up.
Because nuclear winter.
Yeah.
But if you're already in Antarctica,
Well, would you notice nuclear winter if it's already winter?
exactly.
If there was like that one like scientist who happened to be playing with penguins, he might live. He might be
They
fine.
have like 5 there, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we leave them alone, do they?
I mean, I don't know.
I thought they put like a couple people there, like like a scientist, an engineer, or, like another scientist, and some mechanic or some shit like that. Or that's just every movie ever. I'm retarded.
hmm Okay, so what? Okay, I think we know that a lot of people are bombed because it changed in the Fallout universe from the US, China, and Soviet Union. And all of those countries gained a lot of land. Like, Canada, you guys are fucked because the US took over Canada.
Oh god.
I'll tell you guys all died. What?
Okay, yeah,
Before.
it was. So,
Okay.
Operation Anchorage?
Because it's an alternate timeline, which it follows up and then like it diverges in like I think the 1940s, when like in the Fallout universe where they discover fission power. I think I could have that.
Yeah, it was just after World War II
Yeah.
when the timeline diverges from the real world.
But, I mean, if we're gonna go to an alternate timeline, we might as well go to the one with the Germans one, because that's just way better.
No.
It's a way better story.
A story? Why, Kyle? Why would that be a better story?
Because Trump wouldn't be president.
He's not in this one either.
But he is currently.
Well, Kyle.
Okay, yeah,
We wouldn't have
I've
to deal with Trudeau. I'm okay with you guys taking us over. I mean, we already have Toronto controlling all our votes anyway. They're basically Americans,
Fair.
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Operation Anchorage was actually about a a VR simulation of during the World War battle between U.S. and China in Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, okay, that'll do it.
Hello, doggo.
Oh, and you gotta realize too, is that unless there were other country equivalents of Vault-Tec, everyone else in the world's dead, basically.
Well, no, you remember people outside
There's
of
other
Vault-Tec
red shelters
in the U.S.
When I
Vault-Tec
said
were the only
Vault-Tec, I
ones
meant
that
like companies like that were actively already selling vaults.
But
and
there's also
creating
people who
vaults.
weren't in the vaults and lived.
Yeah, most of the
Those
people,
are
most of-
ghouls, which, I mean, you can call that living, I guess.
The towns.
yeah, most of the
Most of the population were in their vaults.
yeah, most of the population alive in the Fallout games weren't in the vaults, or at least
Well, no,
they're
so
descended from
I was
people
going to
that weren't
say,
in
well, you
vaults.
got, yeah. Anyone basically alive who isn't a ghoul, like, the only way their lineage stayed alive is someone was in a vault at some point. I'm like 99% sure that's right. Because you got to think about.
I'm not.
I feel free to disprove me.
I am. I'm looking it up.
Because if like all of the U.S. was bombed, basically.
Jericho.
Well, major
There's
cities
a show about it.
were, but
Well, that's not Fallout, Kyle.
I know. I'm just saying. There's like a way that the wind patterns.
Because I'm
away from
Like
major
the
population centers,
simulators
people
for that.
might have survived.
like I don't know. Like you just said, the one operation was in Alaska, so I mean, like Alaska's far off Hawaii as well, but they might be hit by the aftershock anyway. So.
Well, the actual simulation is set in 2076. The actual bombs were dropped in 2077.
Yeah. Yeah. The Great War started and ended on Saturday, October 23rd, 2077.
Yeah.
When... Okay, and it says mainly from the US, China, and USSR, which means other people were involved from other countries as well.
Okay.
These were just the... Oh, yeah, it even says involved parties, US, China, Soviet Union, and other nuclear-capable nations, which basically think of all the countries that have nukes.
Yeah.
And which is a lot. Like, not a lot of them have a ton, but
They probably all used them.
they
it was
all
war
use them.
games
Yeah,
style.
it was the end of the world, so they wanted.
I mean, it literally was. So,
Yeah.
we played the games.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see a Fallout that's set in another country, though.
I would be too, because we've gotten most of the games on like the coasts of either side of the country, right? If I'm correct, or close
Yeah, the
to
only
it.
one that wasn't really on the coast. Yeah, I mean there was New Vegas, but that was
That's close-ish, you know. I meant,
The new
yeah,
Cal-
like
new
there's
Cal-
nothing like
the NCR
center.
was.
It was the new
nothing
California
in the
Republic,
Midwest.
right? So
Wait, what?
wasn't NCR the new California Republic or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they came in from California.
Yeah, and but like we need something dead center of the U.S. or something.
There's even part of the plot for Fallout 4 shows the fact that San Francisco seems to be alive and well somehow.
That's cool.
Like even the Golden Gate Bridge seems intact. I won't say
That's weird.
when you see it, but yeah. It looks like it was hit, but not as hard as like the other major cities like what is it, DC for 3 and Boston for 4.
Hmm. Okay, so one line from their wiki is that let's see, I just lost it. Fuck. Where did I just see that? Oh, this climate caused the fall of the most of human civilization everywhere across the globe.
Nuclear winter.
Yeah, it doesn't say nuclear winter per se, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
Um,
So even if they didn't get bombed,
they-
it was...
Yeah, and that's why
Yeah.
like people lived who were ghouls, and like they.
I just found like this Reddit thing that was like saying it was largely unstated, and that the odds were that a lot of people did survive outside of that because
But
the
they
population
never
didn't add
did
up.
say it,
But they never
right?
said it.
Yeah,
exactly.
okay, because
Yeah.
I don't recall them ever saying it. I just assumed because in Fallout most of the vaults are empty by the time like you play. So
Yeah.
they came out and then they started their own civilizations basically, and because
But
by the
also,
time you
all
play,
all the lore, the Vault-Tec killed a lot of those people too.
they did.
Right.
And
There
in
was
some of the vaults,
a
everybody
ton of
killed
different
each
kinds
other.
of vaults, though. You got to keep in
Yeah.
mind where there were.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah, where
There's
There
like
were-
what-
some
so
vaults
the
were
NCR
just...
was like 700,000 people.
all
right? Like,
yeah,
that's
all the
a lot
vaults
of
were
fucking
like
people.
science experiments, more or less.
Yeah.
The one with the music experiments in 3 is fucking creepy.
Most of them are creepy, dude.
But there was one, I think it was 81 or 84 in is featured in Fallout 4, where they basically made people that were immune to all human disease and stopped aging entirely.
It's creepy. That's
And
creepy.
like when you go in there, like the vault is still pristine,
Hmm.
except for this like old like sealed off ruin section that you go in there as part of like the that vault's side quest chain.
Yeah.
Kind of want to replay 3 actually.
3 was fun. I really enjoyed 3 in New Vegas. I've never played 4 yet. I'm gonna play
I never
4
bothered
eventually.
finishing 4.
Yeah, I just
I
haven't
got to
played
like
it.
near the end and just never bothered finishing it.
Yeah, same. Same thing with New Vegas too.
I love New Vegas, to be honest.
I
really
got
like
up to
it.
the like preparing for
I like
the
the
Dan
robot
fight, but
cowboy.
never actually finished it.
Oh, Victor? Pretty sure his name's Victor. Yeah.
I only played the game for like a week and
Oh,
not
okay.
even heavily.
I finished
so...
it multiple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm the kind of guy that tries to find every fucking little loot item everywhere, and does every side quest and like every possible thing you could do
Yeah.
along the way
Yeah, I do basically every side quest as well.
to get the maximum benefit by the end of the game. So it takes me forever to finish games like Fallout,
Mhm.
and usually I never do.
Yeah.
The first time through, I kind of just like scroll through it and do whatever. Not any side quests. The second time, I'll do all the side quests.
Yeah, I mean, I do like to get the gist of the story too. Like, I will.
Because I'm also the kind of guy that really tries to get like the quote unquote best ending.
Yeah,
And usually that requires a lot more work than just beating the game.
you're right. Yeah. Yeah, but no. So like the idea I had that I always thought was true, but I could be wrong. Like, especially if there's like forums and stuff of people talking about it, it makes sense if people lived outside and like survived. But I just always kind of assumed that everyone you meet in the game, because it's so many generations down from the Great Order, right? That they are all just like descendants of people who came from vaults.
I mean, it's a valid point.
Okay, well, there's also like the people who weren't would have built up a tolerance to the radiation, would not, and like there's like the whole theory of like if you were in the vault the entire time, you wouldn't have tolerance, so you'd have to be in there longer, and then that would like increase the likelihood of you surviving because I mean the longer that vault, the less likely you are to survive, right? Because like just the social structure falling apart around you, right? And like what happened in essentially most of the games I remember. It's like the vaults fucking up and die. Yeah. The society in it fucking up and you die, and then. But yeah.
Okay, hold up.
I don't know.
I found something. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank you. 'Cause I don't know
How? Okay.
nothing.
So.
Watching chemistry.
So I was looking at the aftermath on the wiki here, and it does say that the vaults are sealed. Obviously, few citizens took shelter where they could: sewers, subway stations, drainage centers, even names
That's
a
what I
few
saw, too.
places. Yeah. And says, however, without a very strong outer shield of dense metal or rock to defend them from both the heat and kinetic shockwave of nuclear blasts, and they named 2 places. Lamplight Caverns or Raven Rock, which means those people probably survived it, because they had basically a vault-like structure that could protect them.
Yeah.
Which kind of means they were in a vault almost.
Well, both also have the connotation of being
It says
involved with
few
vault tech.
civilizations survived the full-out nuclear exchange. Some who were exposed to high levels of radiation became ghouls.
Yeah.
So they're alluding, they're not saying there is, but they're alluding to the fact that some people could have survived it. But but nowhere I don't think they say that
Survived
some actually
I don't
did.
Survived
think
outside
confirm
without
anything.
becoming ghoul.
Yeah.
Because you meet pre-war ghouls who were
Because ghouls don't die, right?
they
Isn't
don't
that
age.
the
For whatever
thing? They
reason.
don't- Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just they're pure radiation.
Screws up their skin, but they don't age.
They're not pretty people.
Most of them have no nose.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, Kyle, if you're into ghouls, I'm not gonna stop you, okay? And just be warned, it's not like Tokyo Ghoul, it's these kind of ghouls.
Well, I don't know how I feel about those ones though, about Asians. So
Oh, man.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
you get a free pass.
I
It's
just
fine.
found a little thing here that says, I feel like every time a Trump employee quits, Oompa Loompa should appear and sing a song to teach us about the perils of gluttony and greed.
Sean Spicy.
Speaking of, Seven Deadly Sins anime is really good.
No, I've never seen it, to be honest.
Like Netflix.
I watched that a while ago. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys recommend it?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check it out, though.
I really enjoyed it. And I don't watch anime very often.
Yeah, I don't watch it that often. I used to watch it more often, but I haven't watched one in a long time. Because I just don't
Wait,
care
when did you
to-
say you watched it? Sorry, Nathan?
Oh god, it would have been sometime last year, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I know they put out like a couple episodes of season 2, but I didn't know how far they went. I haven't checked it in a while.
They put season 2 up on Netflix. Or is it? No, it wouldn't be on Netflix yet.
Yeah.
Really?
Of Seven Deadly Sins?
Wasn't
Season
that
two?
That's
Netflix
original.
original? Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
They put a couple episodes on. I just didn't know if they put more.
Okay.
Well, I'm
They're
still
gonna go
just
into the
looking
Ten
at
Commandments.
things.
There's still one of them that we haven't met, and then they're gonna go into the Ten Commandments. It's gonna be pretty cool. Yeah.
So, who's your favorite Sim so far?
Oof. That's fucking rough. Yeah. Is it weird if I pick?
I mean, we're talking about anime. I don't
Yeah.
think there's just. I mean, I'm personally not going to scorn you.
And I think you two are the only ones who've seen this, so you're the only two that can have opinions.
Can I pick Hawk?
Hawk's the talking pig that follows the main character around.
That's awesome! That would be my favorite character, too. That's like how, Alpha's my favorite character.
I mean, probably Merlin.
Merlin's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, Gluttony. And that's just me. Hi, yeah. IRL. I'm a mix of King and that. Good Sloth and Gluttony is just...
King was pretty cool. I like the way that they did his character.
Like, I still don't know why he gets fat sometimes.
That's like his original form or something. He manipulates his forms.
I thought that was his human form. Like, that was his human, attempting to be human form, wasn't it?
Oh, it might be.
Because,
that would
he's
make
a
a lot of
fairy,
sense.
right? So, he's supposed to be-
Yeah.
I just assumed it was because it was him trying to be disguised as a human. Like, look bigger or tougher
Yeah,
or
he's just
something.
trying to blend in or whatever.
Yeah.
My favorite is Bon.
Big Bon? See, yeah, he's pretty good pick, too, yeah. Yeah, unkillable human. Drank from the fountain of youth. That king's sister was protecting.
Yeah.
I just am reading up on more Fallout lore. So I'm distracted a
Did you say
bit.
Fallout Boy?
Fallout lore?
Fallout Boy lore.
Yeah.
Kyle, you never hear anything I say.
I heard Fallout Boy, and that's close enough, right?
No, not at all! It's so different.
I mean, there's Fallout, and there's a Boy in Fallout, and then there's Fallout
I
Boy,
said
which is a
Fallout
band.
lore, though.
Halfway there.
Yeah, but it's completely different thing. Chris,
Hello.
can you deal with Kyle for me?
Nope.
Thanks, Chris.
I don't have to deal with him for another week.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
no,
No,
only-
yeah, that's okay.
I'm not starting that job early.
See, what you don't realize is they actually hired you to be Kyle's handler.
Probably.
Handler.
He needs one.
True. Fact.
That's so great.
Also because reasons this needs to be said.
Make me tab out of Killing Floor 2.
Why?
Where's that?
You're linking Fall Out Boy songs, really?
Really?
Which song is it?
Dance Dance.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Well, it's a good song, yes. But... but it's Kyle. But he's Kyle. Okay, moving on.
There's a sick bass line, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you guys to be creative with this one.
Oh no.
You are a judge, and you have to give the punishment for a serial killer, but you cannot put him in jail or use the death penalty. So say this person mercilessly killed like 100 people. Say that.
Why?
What kind of punishment can you give them?
But no jail, no death sentence.
Mm-hmm. It's hard on, right?
Oh, it has Katrina Bowden in it too. Sorry, that video. Anyway.
Cut off their limbs and make them a quadriplegic?
You can do that, yeah.
I'm trying to think of stuff that would utterly, like, stop them from doing their thing again.
It's fair. I mean, you can't, the rules are you can't put them in jail, and you can't give them the death penalty.
Okay,
Wait,
so...
A serial killer. I guess you didn't listen to the topic at all then, right?
No, listen to the song, I'm sorry.
Okay. So
And
you
it's
are the
Katrina
judge
Bowden, then.
for a serial killer. Say this person killed
Okay.
like 100 people. You cannot put them in jail, and you cannot use the death penalty.
But like, what kind of people did he kill?
Everyone, Kyle.
Was he like a light Yagami?
It was a mix of
You know what I
different
mean?
people.
Okay. I meant like criminals, if it was like, yeah,
No,
death
he-
note kind of thing going on?
No,
Okay.
he killed. This is a serial killer, Kyle. A normal serial killer that
Just-
killed lots of innocent people.
Okay. I can't kill them?
I said you can't use the death penalty.
So like I can have them killed.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, it's like depends how you.
Oh, well, no, wait. What you do? Okay. There's a way it
Yeah,
is.
I'm saying you can't kill them, basically.
Yeah.
But-
I got it.
I never said you
Make a
can't
documentary
leave
on
them in a situation in which they would
That's what
most
I mean.
likely die.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, you make like hugely popularize a documentary on them, blah 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 blah, and how they're a douche. Killing everybody, and then have the people deal with it.
Everybody
You
in
can
it.
do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's acceptable. 100% is.
But no, it's just a serial killer or whatever. I can't send them to prison though. Fuck. So yeah, I
Can't
guess
send them to
that.
prison now.
But why? What kind of fucking judge am I?
It's a hypothetical
Not
question,
very fucking
Kyle.
useful if I can't kill him, but I can't put him in jail.
But you can make his life worse than it for his actions.
Mhm.
So like, what I would do is have some sort of constraint or something on him, and like send him into the real world. But every time he opens his mouth to speak, like a rubber duck quacks really loudly and just interrupts him whenever he's trying to speak.
That's a really good answer. I was gonna say, how does he kill them?
It doesn't matter, Kyle.
It does though. I'm out. Okay.
He can kill me any way you want them to, Kyle. I don't care.
Someone could walk up to him, be like, "Why are you constrained?" And you go, "I got quack."
I.
Yeah, there it is.
Trying to come up with things that are. I feel like what you should do.
Feel like somebody's always watching me?
Nope.
Wait, can I make like a Saw film thing with them?
Kyle, you can
those
come up
traps.
with an answer, and then I'll shoot. I'll be like yes, or I'll shoot it down. So
Put him in a reverse bear trap.
yeah. So
That's what I was gonna say.
Have the key.
so what I was thinking was, you basically make it that he rides public transit for the rest of his life. And by that, I mean literally what he does for the rest of his life is ride public transit. He has to go on bus to 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 bus, basically.
But see, that's what makes him kill more people.
He
because
can't
he
kill
has
more
to
people.
deal with them all. Why not?
on a bus.
Yeah, but that's gonna make you kill more people because you have to ride fucking public transportation. I mean, I'd be driven to murder from that. Are you serious?
Okay, he's restrained. Then, Kyle.
Yeah, he's like hot glued
Yeah.
to the seat.
He's wearing a straitjacket, and
Can you still be hot glued to the seat because it's fucking hilarious?
well, no, he's got to get up. So I mean,
No,
Well,
it's
they
just,
just move
it's
the
just
seat
one
from
chair.
one bus to
yeah.
another.
yeah, I guess.
Break his legs and go from a wheelchair. It's fine.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, wait, yeah, if you just Jordan mentioned something about making him a quadriplegic earlier.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, cutting off his arms and legs so he literally couldn't do anything.
I have a great idea. You know, you decide to give him a little vacation, but he's quadriplegic now. And then you're like, all right, buddy. All right, so first thing, the gender. Let's go swim in this pool. Go ahead.
You can't kill him,
Yeah, he didn't kill him.
but you
You let
would.
him go for a swim.
Because he would be able. Yeah, but he can't because he's quadriplegic. So you'd have to put him in the pool.
No, he like, they're children.
No, it was quite a weird happenstance actually. He just, Tony was walking over to grab his drink and accidentally kicked the guy over into the pool.
Yeah, it's just an accident.
Oh
Okay,
crap! I
handle
didn't
the
see you
answer.
there, and I also didn't see you fall into that pool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just it was an accident,
Yeah.
I was grabbing a nice soda, and I sneezed, and I kicked when I sneezed, and he fell.
It's just something I do. I've got a little twitch when I sneeze. I kick.
We all have weird things about us.
Yeah, I'd send him to Australia with us to the criminals. That's like a 200-year-old book and it's still good.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, it'll work forever, dude.
Leave all the animals, bugs. And
Oh no!
just
You
deal
put him
with
in the
them.
middle of Australia with no bug spray.
Ugh.
Oh, shit.
It's over.
Yeah.
He does not have much time. You know how big the
We have
mosquitoes are
nine.
there?
So many bugs.
Yeah. Kyle, don't become a serial killer. And don't let me be the judge.
I'm gonna be honest. There are other things in Australia that I'm way more scared of than the bugs.
Is it the kangaroos?
No, mostly the bugs.
It's the kangaroos, isn't it?
The animals in general.
Koalas.
Dude, the kangaroos are
They're
scary
vicious little
freaking
fuckers.
creatures. They're just looking to pick fights all the time. They want to start trouble, to be honest.
They kick cars a lot. from videos I've seen. They just like kick cars. They're bottom of them and shit.
It's kind of funny.
Dude, I wouldn't mess with kangaroos. What's that?
Honestly.
Kangaroo.
I try the jerky. Probably good.
But you don't have to deal with the kangaroo if you're just eating the jerky.
Well, I'd have to kill it. And
No, well, I'm saying
eat it.
someone else could have made the jerky, Kyle.
Oh, that's fair. Actually, I'd actually prefer that.
You don't have to make the jerky yourself. Someone else could have prepared it and everything, and they gave you the jerky, and you're like, "Hey, this is some really nice jerky. I'm glad you killed that kangaroo." Anything in Australia is scary, even the people. So.
Oh yeah.
Cousin's back from there now.
How?
Went to school. How? I don't know. It's good. I think she stayed, like in like the main city.
Still.
Whatever it is. Sydney? I don't know. Wherever they have
It's
the
Sydney.
university.
It's Sydney.
I'm assuming they
Sydney
only have
is
one
like the
'cause it's
biggest
fucking
city
Australia.
in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they all live on the East Coast. That's all. That's all they do.
Yeah, no one lives anywhere else.
Yep. Because one of them used to be in my guild in WoW, and I got curious, and I looked at the Google Maps of it, and I'm like, oh, everyone's just here. Like, nowhere else.
Yes, us Canadians are in a great position to judge people that live on one coast or one side
know
of their
what?
country.
We have a lot of areas spread out along the south.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Go ahead, keep talking, Kyle.
Totally willing to give you guys Toronto, by the way. I have no will to keep Toronto as Canada.
If you lost Toronto, you would lose all of Canada, though. For the most part.
No. Garbage.
We wouldn't lose a single Canadian if we lost Toronto.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
that's
they're
fair.
basically Americans anyway.
No, that's fair.
Basically,
They all voted for
American
Trudeau, for fuck's
anyway.
sakes. Yeah, they all voted Trudeau.
What did and you voted Harper? Was it?
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
By
And
every
Chris,
time,
could you vote for that one?
Yep.
You went NDP.
I think we covered this.
Oh,
I voted NDP,
yeah.
and then I called Chance out for wasting his vote. Or wanting to waste his vote.
Oh, I
Yeah.
wasted my vote too, so don't worry about it.
Well, it was just great because we had go watch that episode of the podcast. I think it was like one of the
That was
first
funny
few I
as
was
fuck,
on.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
And I
Because I
called
was
Chance
yelling
out.
at Chance
and-
for throwing away his vote. I'm like, you're just gonna do the Chris did.
Yeah, is that no? Like I think he gave Chris a trouble for throwing away his vote, right? Was that what it was?
Well, no, I gave
whatever.
I gave Chance like a whole bunch of shit for like so long, and he was like, "Well, what
Just
did you
voting
vote
for
for?" I'm
Green
like,
Party.
"NDP." He's like, "But."
Oh yeah, that was it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as him voting for Green Party, you know what I mean? Like, which he couldn't do because Chance is too young.
Yeah, he couldn't vote. I voted
But-
for Stein in the election, so she came fourth.
That's almost a third.
Yeah.
It's almost
She
a top three
came. I
finish.
think she might have came third in a bunch of states, but like I don't know. I liked her better than anyone else, so I voted for who I wanted to win. Doesn't
Yeah.
have to be
That's how
realistic.
you
I
do
don't
it.
care.
Apparently it doesn't matter anyway, right?
No, I mean.
The colleges thing.
Oh,
yeah,
well, okay, so the because the electoral colleges are supposed to vote.
Yeah, but don't like a lot of them just don't do it
No,
anyway?
that's not true
I thought
at
a
all.
lot of so there's like a bunch of them that just didn't care.
No, that's not true. Because
Okay.
there are people that represent electoral college, right? And if that person went against what your place voted for, they would never get reelected. Because those are elected
I
positions.
thought that was like common in like 4 states that were like this.
There's some states that there's actual criminal proceedings for going against what your state votes for.
Then why would you even have it? What's the point of even having it?
My point exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people are against electoral college, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am personally.
You should be.
I mean, I don't care, to be honest. I'm fine with it being there. Because I still feel like there's a lot of people who aren't smart enough to vote correctly, so...
There are, but that's just like inviting corruption. Like, it's just like, hey, you know how easy it would be to throw one? And I mean, that's 4 years right there, right? So,
What do you mean, throw one, Kyle?
election.
For, like, a...
Because you're leaving in the hands of, like, you know, a couple people, essentially, like, relatively, right? Then you could just...
Not really,
yeah.
but so that's the thing that people keep losing, is that you're not really leaving it in your hand. The people still vote, and only 2 states where the electoral college splits. I think it's like Nebraska and somewhere else. I don't remember. But like I said, if you vote against what the people in your state voted for, I live in New Jersey. Clinton won New Jersey. If the Electoral College gave the votes to Trump and the delegates to Trump, all of them would never get reelected again, and their careers would be over.
So did everyone go that way? Did that happen?
Yeah, no. I don't actually know of any cases of people voting against what their people voted for. Because it's stupid too. Just honestly is. Nick, that's the easiest way to lose a high-paying job you could have ever done. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't care if it's there or not.
How much does being in the electoral college pay?
Probably a fucking
Faithless
lot.
electors, members of the college who do not vote for the party's designated candidate. There have been 167 faithless electors. 71 of these votes were changed because the original candidate died.
The original candidate died. Well.
I mean, in Canada, we don't directly vote for...
Yeah, I know, we vote for our region.
So, it's kind of a similar system. We do a seat system, right? So
We're
not
going for... We were supposed to have reform, Chris. One of the fucking
I don't
promises.
think people directly voting for the Prime Minister or the party is the best way to do it.
I mean,
But, hey, that
I'm
might just be me.
alright with the area thing still, but like also have a separate... I think they should be separate. That makes
I
sense.
don't even, like, in
Because you're voting for your municipality, which is like, we hate this person, but we want the other person to win federally, so you have to vote for your fucking shitty person, essentially, if you want the... Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they should be separate.
You should vote for everyone, like, by themselves, for the most part, in my opinion. Like, I think you should vote for your... Well, you guys should vote for your Prime Minister, and then whoever the hell, like, his cabinet and shit is. Whatever. It's not exactly
All
true.
I'm saying is I do kind of like the not everyone's vote equals the same, and that's coming from someone who lives in a more highly populated area where my vote means less than someone who lives in a lowly populated area.
Mm.
But I think that makes sense. I think that makes the system more balanced, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, so, yeah, like, the way the Electoral College works is that, like, California has the most votes, technically. But if you...
Population.
Because it's based on population. And,
It even lists their names and it.
does it list, how they weren't re-elected the next time?
No, but I'm just saying that they did it.
I didn't say no one's done it before, Kyle.
They have a term for it for a reason.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's easy when they can get paid off so that they can retire and they don't have to work anymore. If they wanted to, and that's what I was saying about fighting corruption. Like, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
I mean, yeah, I mean, most of the time... Okay, let's look at these then. How about...
There's not a lot of them. I'm just, like, I thought there'd be a lot more, honestly.
There's not much point in corruption for getting a party in place when both of the parties you're choosing from are corrupted, so...
Yeah.
Like, there's no industry that's like, oh, we'll just pay this person to put this politician in place. Oh, wait, we could just pay the politician that gets put in place
Yep.
to do what we need them to do. I have totally not a cynical view on politics and politicians.
Damn, that's totally why I didn't fail civics. ...
So just a little side note. I took government last year, and God, what an awful year it was to take government for someone who really doesn't care too much for politics.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you.
It was really funny because there were the class was divided, like half the seats were on one side, the other half of the seats were on the other side, and the people that sat on one side were like Republican, of that nature, and then the other people sat on the other side.
Oh,
Like you
man.
could tell a person's views by where they sat.
Jesus.
That's funny.
All I remember from my government politics, whatever class, was our teacher wanted us to have some debates and pick some topics, and one of them was marijuana legalization.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marijuana legalization is a topic in a high school politics class. I had to choose against, simply so that someone sat in the against section.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So we had the way mine worked was we had to play the party as the party and take the general views of the party and argue
Okay.
that way. And I had to be liberal, and I won. And I was blazed as fuck. And then I failed the class because apparently you're not allowed to laugh at Hotel Rwanda.
Oh yeah, one other person finally was like, fine, I'll play Devil's Advocate 2, and moved over. Apparently we were the only two people that could assemble facts and make arguments.
oh god.
Nice.
So even though like we're both like trying to be light on it, because we're like, we want, really, we're on the other side here. We're just, bringing up arguments someone against it might use.
Yeah.
We won.
Oh,
Landslide.
That's because everyone else is too blazed to make a real argument.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even the teacher was like, see, personally, I would also be with the larger group on this one. But you guys suck at this.
The problem with that is they're all idiots. Fuck.
little fun story from government class. One of my friends who I sat next to, his views, he said he was libertarian. Personally, I don't care. That doesn't really tell you all too much about my alignment, because I really don't care, honestly. But, he was talking with his dad and his brother, I think is what he said. And he was like, so, my brother and dad and I were talking, and just some point during the conversation, my brother's like, well, libertarian sounds like liberal, so you're a liberal.
I wouldn't know the difference, honestly. I don't know what they mean. So I don't know what they mean. It's a different word, but I don't know what they mean. So it literally means nothing to me.
It's because you're Canadian, so it doesn't have to. But for us, it's cringy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do they do? What do they do differently? I don't know what they do.
They're
What
just
do
not
they do?
alike at all.
Okay.
A liberal is
Well,
okay.
because-
So just you know what a liberal is, right?
Yeah, Trudeau. Trudeau's a liberal.
Yeah. So liberal is like the Democratic side of things.
Okay.
Anyone that is the left side is liberal, and anyone who's a conservative is on the right side of things. It's on the right wing.
Yeah, that's generally what it is.
Libertarian are typically more towards the middle. I guess.
Well, the thing is, it's have you ever seen the political compass?
No.
Yeah.
It basically does separate axes for liberal versus conservative, and then libertarian versus authoritarian.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one. That's okay.
So they are different. But,
Yeah, Yeah, it's they're not directly related in any way.
Yeah.
They're really just like I said, just another axis of political.
And they both
Yeah.
just have the
Yeah.
prefix lib.
Yeah,
That's really the closest
so-
thing.
so idiots associate them.
Yeah. Which you guys like, say Chris and you not knowing doesn't mean anything because you guys aren't
How did
from
I get
here.
lumped into this?
Well, you never said you knew it, so.
I didn't think that needed to be stated.
Right, well, Kyle, you not knowing it.
I failed my civics class. Okay, give me a break.
You know who would know it? Derek would know it.
Oh, boy.
Derek's really good at history. Dude, Derek has a social life now. What is this?
I don't know how I feel about this either.
Dude, because I've asked him to come on the podcast for a few weeks in a row, and he's always busy.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel
Why
about
does
this.
he have a social life? Derek,
Because he's pretty, goddammit.
Derek, be pretty here. Be pretty with us. You can be the prettiest girl here.
Okay.
You really don't have competition.
Yeah, definitely not Tuesday.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
True facts.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Trying to think, do I want to go with some more of these topics, or do I just want to
Yes.
end podcast and chill?
No.
Okay.
I think the answer is a little obvious.
Yeah, okay. End podcast and chill. No.
End
yeah.
podcast and panic.
Alright, we'll go to a few more topics before we end. Okay. What triggers most people?
If I had $1 for every gender there was, I'd have $2.
That would trigger a lot of people.
Derek's bind is fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. That honestly would get to a lot of people.
It would.
And it's free. Anyway.
That would also get to a lot of people. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like most things Kyle says fit this catetery really well.
Triggers.
Kyle, just say all your beliefs real fast into your microphone.
Hitler did nothing wrong.
Okay, yep.
The question was, what triggers a lot of people? The answer should have just been Kyle.
Kyle.
It is. The answer is Kyle.
Not even a thing, just a person.
Alright, but what
Not even a person, just a thing.
would trigger most people? Like, could be anything. I feel like, so, like, when I first, when I wrote down this topic, I thought of things like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh. I'll say just calling them bad. If it's like Counter-Strike, just say bad, and they're immediately
Oh,
triggered in chat.
Yeah, every time someone calls me bad, I laugh.
Like, it triggers like 9 out of 10 people in CS.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just only the word bad.
I mean, it's
like,
really easy. It's easy to tilt the average. You know, what triggers me is my teammates aren't helping me at all. Last night.
Easy works.
Felt like that so many times.
Was I one of those teammates that didn't
You were
help?
drunk. It didn't matter. You had an excuse.
I'm still asking if I helped or not.
No, you actually helped me because you played B-Long with me, Cobble, and it worked out really well.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There's a certain member of our team who just completely ignored every call out ever, and then was like, "Why was he there?" I'm like, "Cause I fucking told you 2 minutes ago."
Oh, do you mean Jacob?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he was.
I do.
He was. He wasn't drunk, but he was something.
Okay.
But
He was intoxicated in a form.
yeah, he was.
He was high on life.
I had to say that. Yeah. I
And
think
green
he,
things.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving on. But yeah, no.
I meant highlighters. God.
I mean.
Okay. Anyway.
I'm colorblind, so how would I know what you're talking about anyway?
Exactly.
No, but like yeah, we played, and I felt so. I had to play a site with him on cash.
Yeah.
I eventually decided to go mid. So but by that point I was already so triggered and tilted.
Like, I stopped playing double mid because they weren't going there, and Derek normally had it, and then Derek switched to Chris, and then I just forgot to keep going mid
Yeah.
whenever you weren't there.
Well, no, because Chris was soloing mid like for like 5 rounds in a row, and I didn't know. I was wondering why we kept losing mid, but like because they kept sending 3 mid, and Chris was by himself, so I'm like, well.
Well, Derek switched them after. I
He
wasn't
just
paying
did,
attention, I
like,
was just
randomly, I don't
whatever.
know why. But,
Yeah.
So, and then I
Oh, I think it's just scouting every round.
might have been it, yeah. But, then I went mid, and I told Chris to go B, and I had to solo mid.
I was playing A before that.
You went to A to mid to B.
Yeah.
I played mid.
Yeah, you played mid for a while. Yeah. And then I made you go B. I made you play with Jacob.
I remember that.
Yeah. And you guys both smoked everything at the same time.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Which I don't blame you for.
It's okay, I was drinking. I'm allowed to.
No, I mean, like, Jacob's one of my best friends, but there will be so many times where I'm like, Jacob, I'm mollying this, and he throws the smoke on top of it. I'm like, what? I said it loudly!
Dude, if it's dust, I can't play a site with him, because he'll always smoke my mollies. Even if I call it, like, at the start of the round, while we're still buying, I'll call it. I'm like, I'm gonna molly this, and he'll go smoke it.
Yeah. That's why, like, I play, when I play with them, most of the time, I play on the opposite bomb site.
I had to play by myself today to get some of that elo back.
We'll get you, some that elo back. I feel bad for that, because I don't know why we, I don't know why we lost that last game. Like, we should have won. Like, that's dumb. Like, if we all played like how we could have played.
It's out of my head.
Yeah, it was the
Cobble one?
No, it was cash. The cash one we should have won easily. Like,
yeah,
it's dumb that we didn't.
Oh wait, we did lose that.
Yep.
Or tied it.
Or did we tie?
I think we tied.
Not sure, but whatever. We didn't win, regardless.
Yeah.
And we should have won. Like, there's no excuse that we didn't win that game. Like, it's just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I could only get assists, apparently. I had, like, 22 kills and, like, fucking 10 assists
I
or
would
some
get, like,
bullshit.
a 3K, but we'd lose the round. So, I mean...
Yeah. I did ace one. Derek tried to steal it.
Yeah, I remember that, and he died. He died trying to steal it.
Oh, he actually died?
Yeah.
I just remember him standing to my left. I didn't realize he
No,
died.
yeah, he went, like, full in trying to take the kill and died to the guy.
That's funny.
But then it was like... So basically, from my point of view, I was dead watching this. You two were chasing the frag, leaving Jacob on site alone. And I was...
Well, that's fine, because fucking the other time we were on B site, there's 3 of us alive, 1 in checkers, I'm on site watching headshot.
God.
I have 3 HP, and Jacob's also on the other back of site somewhere with 100. And I'm like, don't peek him. And then fucking Derek peeks him and dies. Don't peek him. Don't leave me alone. I have 2 HP. Another guy peeks him and dies. I'm like, well, I'm fucked. And he runs down and kills me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember watching that too.
Yeah. That made me really fucking sad.
Because I think that round, I got a kill and got traded by them. And then you guys traded my death. And then it led to the one before. Because I remember saying, oh my god, they're going to lose this.
Yeah. I was thinking it too. Like, it was just like, they're gonna all fucking die on me. I'm like, And you had like 2 HP and the guy pre-fired you site. Yeah. Then why wouldn't he? He knew
he knew you were like very low HP and he knew you were site.
Yeah.
So, it was either there or behind other boxes. So if he pre-fired once, he's got a 50% shot of getting the kill right then.
Exactly.
Those rounds were rough.
That tilted the shit out of me forever after that.
I was so tilted that, dude, I had my headset off for a few rounds. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Because I just didn't want to hear it. I was so tilted, dude. And sometimes I'm like, maybe playing randoms isn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because the Cobble game we had the random and we destroyed. And that wasn't even Prime.
That guy was awesome.
Yeah, that was non-Prime, that one.
And then,
Then we played Prime and lost.
Oh yeah, Kyle, when is your account unbanned?
Should be good now. It's 9.
Idiot.
I don't remember when I got banned actually on it. Sometime last night.
Do you want to check? Because we can play after this, if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Oh, we're playing after this.
Is there a show door around?
Oh, Greg, you're a
That's
bastard.
a good question.
What?
Got his mom to text me.
What?
Because I didn't go to the fucking band thing tonight. Because they're playing at the golf tournament.
Wait, was mom texting you?
Yeah.
What did she say?
Kyle, what are you a band? Fuck.
I had a thing.
Apparently I love you, but what the fuck?
Next time you see Greg, you're like, really? What? You know what you did. You should just link this episode tomorrow.
No. No, I'm innocent in her eyes and I will stay that way.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyways, we're an hour and 50 in, and I feel like we're just gonna tilted talk about Counter-Strike the rest of the time if we keep talking. So I'm gonna end this podcast. Twas a fun podcast, I must say. 2 random people came to chat at some point. One of them said, "What is this?" And I explained to him, and he left. And the other guy came in and like said something fucking really weird and said, "Press F to pay respects," and it put F and then left. So I don't.
He actually said press F to pay repeats.
That was a repeat. Oh. Perfect. What a guy. Alright, anyways. This has been Backroor Noise, episode 185. Bye!
Bye.
Bye bye.
Boy.
Bye.